the table next to her is a cardboard box with a tabletop lamp, framed photo, folders, and clippers, all that random dust stuff. When she raises her head, we see her face, angry and tense. Her fists are clenched. She's looking at her hands on the table, as if to push herself up. She looks up and the barista sets her down and a cup of coffee.
So, what's up? This is a little early for you, am I right?
Early, late, whatever. Doesn't matter when you're fired. What to do next? Can't just go home and face my family. Not yet.
Did you say fired?
Yeah, told to get my stuff and walk out. Let me ask you this. If you knew what your future would be, would you walk into it?
I see why you're so... But look, we're all walking into the future. Running, whatever. There's really no way to go back, right? And nobody knows, right?
Goes upstage to get sugar and brings it to Miss Helen.
Maybe this will make you feel a little better.
But that's the thing, see? You might go out and walk under a falling piano if that's your future. Or you could stay here and someone else could walk in here, someone from that big office building, say, with a gun, and then...
What? Do you think that's going to happen? I mean, because I'll just go home right now.
No. What I'm saying is you have no choice. I have no choice. And so, yeah, I'm pretty upset. Yeah, the more I think about it, I'm mad, angry. Don't worry, I don't have a gun. Nobody has a gun over there. Just mad.
Okay, that's good. But what I'm saying is that that's the nature of life, not to know the future. I get it. Being mad, I've gone through it. But come on, we all have choices. Every day even. Those are what make our future.
You're still in college. Let me guess, philosophy major, right? So you think you know quite a bit? Probably way more than a bedraggled middle-aged woman like me. So you're lecturing me about the future and choices, while I'm sitting here boiling over with outrage, trying to keep myself from marching right back over there and...
I'm really sorry. True, I'm still in college and I don't have your experience. But here, in the present, I'm bringing you coffee and bagels. And sitting here talking with you is keeping you from walking under a piano, at least. No, sorry. Bad humor.
Customer 2 enters looking depressed and forlorn. Walks slowly to the table and sets his box on the office supplies down gently.
You don't look too happy. Everything okay? What can I get for you?
I'll have a double. That's right, you don't serve alcohol. Whatever she's having.
Looks closely at customer 1.
Do I know you? 2 rows closer to the big guy's office, right? Fired about half an hour ago?
Yep. Laid off.
Anything else I can get for either of you? Wait, you're both from Technomatic, that place over there in the high-rise? Yeah, a bunch of you folks come in here every day. How would I recognize you?
Yep, that high-rise. Lots of us need to get out of the office so we can talk without being overheard. We used to think that it was possibly a toxic workplace, but now there's no doubt about that. You're going to be getting an early lunch crowd way bigger than usual. Any minute now.
I'm glad I got out early. More time to, I don't know, sit around stewing in my anger. Think about my non-existent future.
Yeah. So to answer your question, what else can you do for us? Get us our jobs back? Not that anyone would really want that job back, right?
And we're not bitter at all. As you can see, I mean, no one's perfect. I'm sure I messed up a time or two in the past, took some time off.
So go get your hair done, get a manicure.
No, that was wrong. What gives you the right? Who do you think you are? You know nothing about me.
Sorry, I just assumed. You always look so perfect.
Yeah, you better take it back. But here's why. It's all just so unfair. I took time off when I had a sick kid at home. I have 2 kids. You never knew that, did you? And a flaky babysitter.
You're right. I apologize. Maybe you can take it as a compliment because... No, well, I'm sorry anyway. Maybe I was...
Projecting? Because you left early sometimes to go get a beer?
Now that's just offensive. You don't know me either.
Because you never do that. Now it's my turn to apologize. That was completely unfair. We're both in the same boat, aren't we?
But we all saw it coming, right? The writing on the wall, at least the whiteboard. God, why am I laughing? Here we are and a bunch more showing up in like the next half hour, all in the same pile of predicament boat, like you said.
No, they hired that guy. He's a boss's cousin's husband, right? We should have ducked. We should have run away right then. If only I'd known.
Yeah, fired. What future?
I see what you mean. Lots of choices that aren't ours to make. Like with us here. I know that this isn't on the big board level you're both on, but we're trying to unionize, and you can guess how that's going.
See, I gave this company my life. I moved across the country twice. I put my kids in daycare when they were less than a year old, when all I wanted was to stay home and spend time with them. I moved up in the ranks slowly because I'm a woman. I stayed up late to finish projects, which, you know, when you think about it, weren't even that important. I went to all of the office parties. I didn't complain when my subhuman manager groped me at the coffee machine even. I mean, what a trite, pathetic.
They did give us a very nice letter. And 6 weeks of paid leave. And they promised us.
Oh, living on the bright side, are you? I can do that too. They promised us a nice reference after we satisfy the 1-year mandatory non-compete period.
Customer 2 moves his chair to sit across from customer 1. Barista stands next to the table awkwardly.
So, you say we're gonna have a huge rush in about half an hour?
Or sooner.
A lot of people worry about their future. Are you gonna sit around and talk to them? Do you even know all of them?
Vaguely, probably. I mean, at least we'll recognize faces. Gloomy faces.
What could we say to them? They might not want to talk. And it's not like we have any great advice for them. Maybe we should just leave already.
I know we can't make anything better for them.
The barista brings over fresh cups of coffee along with new pastries, clears the old utensils away.
But back to how to face the future, if I may.
Customers 1 and 2 nod in motion for barista to sit down with them.
I may have sounded like a know-it-all, and I apologize. But what I'm trying to say is, here, I can tell you your future, both of you. Want me to? Okay, I can tell that both of you will get old, which is better than the alternative. Am I right? You both will find another job. No, I mean it. You didn't get fired from Technomatic because you're incompetent. You got fired because some higher up is incompetent. Am I right? A year or 2 from now, you'll say to yourself, wow, I'm so glad I got to get out of that snake pit. Am I right? And no grand piano is gonna fall out of the sky on you.
Customer 3 enters, looks around, sees customers 1 and 2 chatting with barista. Sets down his briefcase at another table. They don't notice him. They're paying attention to barista.
So you'll have good days and bad days. You'll get sick, and then you'll get better. You'll make some great memories with your family and your friends. You'll just keep on keeping on. And here's one more thing.
Customer 3 taps his table impatiently, angrily. Barista looks around and sees them, puts up her index finger to indicate just a minute. He ignores her, gets up, and walks to their table. The other 3 notice him. Customer 1 starts to get up and sits down, gets up again.
What does a person have to do to get service around here?
Standing, moving toward customer 3, fist clenched, chin up.
Incredible. Takes a lot of nerve to show up here after what you did this morning. Don't you have another place to be?
Customer 2 stands up, pushes past customer 1, gets in customer 3's face, shoves forward with his chest. Customer 3 backs up. Barista moves toward the action, hands up to gesture, calm down.
Okay. Good morning, sir. I'm sorry for the delay. What can I get for you?
Maybe you can arrange for a grand piano to fall on him after we chase him out of here.
Don't look at me like it's my fault. They fired me too. Really, after all I've done for them.
Short silence. Then a moment of Sean. They all
here they come. The early lunch board, just like you said.